Yes, hello, my 1000 PS TV fans. I'm Nestor Niels. I'm here at Monte Blanco, a racetrack next to Sevilla, and I'm testing the new S1000 RR model year 2015. Yeah, the new double R from BMW. You can see there are some changes at the front, there are some changes here all over the bike, but you cannot imagine how much details are new at this bike. In fact, it's a new model, a much more better model than the old one, and I just want to go through together with you to have a look at the advantages for race drivers and also for hobby riders like me, and also for just mountain road riders. And let's start with the engine. The new engine, BMW is talking about 199 horsepower, and you can be sure there are more than 200 horsepower here in this engine. And the good thing is, it's not just the top end power that's interesting for the race drivers at 13 or 14,000 revs. For me, it's really a big advantage compared to the older model, that you have from beginning with 5,000, but really from 9,000 revs on, more torque and more horsepower. And for me, I'm using, to be honest, 9 till 12,000 revs is my home base, and in this area it's quite massive on the back wheel what you have here, torque and revs, and above 12,000 revs, it's just amazing. It's so incredible. It's so strong. It's just pure performance, and it's just one level above the old double R, and that also was amazing. So it's quite a good feature for hobby drivers and for race drivers. Mountain road drivers, okay, it's not bad. You have more horsepower, but the old one was, let's say, quite good enough for them. Let's go to the chassis. Maybe you think, oh, there were just minor changes, but in fact it's a complete new geometry with a lot of testing work, and the new geometry brings you better performance on the front, better handling performance. It's more agile, this bike, but it's not unstable, because the steering damper is quite stiff. During in the pit lane, maneuvering the bike is quite a little demanding with this steering damper, but on the track you will need it. This new bike has better agility during cornering. It has a better ability during changing curves, and BMW also changed the area here in the back with the swing arm position, with the length of the swing arm, so the race drivers will have the benefit with the better traction. You can pull out of this new geometry. So the normal hobby driver like me, for me it's great that you have more agility on the front. The race drivers will use this better agility on the front and the better traction on the back. And it was a lot of work for the test crew of BMW. Yeah, and they did a great job. Yeah, here we have really a great tool for hobby drivers, also for pro drivers. This gadget here was 2, 3, 4 years ago MotoGP Superbike World Championship standard. Now we have it here in a series, in a standard bike. With this shift assistant, you can shift without using the clutch during upshifting, but also during downshifting. Maybe some users will think now, oh, I do not need that, is that necessary, so much electronic? I say yes, it's necessary. We have here 200 horsepower, we have a really aggressive bike, a really strong bike with a lot of performance. And for me as a hobby driver, it's really demanding to have the bike under control, and it's not necessary to concentrate on it. It's just working. I'm braking here at the end of the long straight. I'm braking from 280 kilometers per hour down, and then just shifting down without touching the clutch. and the bike is just stable, it's so smooth, it's working so easy, and you can just concentrate on the line, you can concentrate on the braking point, and you do not have to concentrate on gas and on clutch and so on. It's really a big help for hobby drivers and for pro drivers. They have this tool that was really expensive in the past, and now you have it here on the standard bike. That's quite nice. And just a small thing here, but it's quite a genius solution. We have here separated the shifting components and the footrest components. That makes it easy to make changes here, and it makes it also easy to change the mechanism. You can use it on the racetrack in this position here with inverted shifting scheme, or you can use it on mountain roads like here with normal shifting scheme, just with changing here this screw. And it's working also, of course, with the HB tuning parts here. You can use the whole system also with the more aggressive foot pegs with better grip. So it's really in here on the track, not just on the paper, a great tool. Yeah, out on the track, it was really amazing how powerful this bike is, but it was also amazing how good I was able to use all these new features, the DDC, the traction control, the ABS. We started with a wet track, and we also had fun. Now it's sunny, the track is dry. You can change here the setting from rain to sport. Everything's so easy, everything works so smooth, but I'm really glad about that. I found also potential for improvement. Yeah, this DDC system really works good on a high level, but it's not a miracle system that can put away the bumps from the track. And here we have a long straight where at the end there are some bumps on the track, and the DDC is working quite well, but I'm feeling the bumps. The back is coming. There is so the bike is getting unstable. So it's a normal motorbike, and if there are bumps, the bumps are still there. So yeah, I'm glad that the bike is not perfect, because then there is potential for the 2020 model of the S1001RR. Let's talk about all this electronic stuff here. Maybe some of these features are just cool and not necessary, to be honest. For example, the pit lane limiter. It's really cool to go to the pit lane and let's make this noise. But in fact, if you are not a complete idiot, you can change. You can steer it with the throttle also. On the other hand, there is a quite uncool feature, but it's really amazing how good it works. There are the heating grips. You can use it for extending the season for 2 months. At the moment, at the morning here in the south of Spain, we had 10 degrees. Heating grips level 2. With the thin leather racing gloves, and everything works perfect. With other bikes, without these heating grips, you have to use the thick gloves, and yeah, it makes no fun. On the other side of the bike, you have new possibilities with the cruise control, and new in slick and user mode. You can really go deep into the detail. You can change the traction control from less help to more help during riding, and for the pro riders, they can really work in detail in every corner and can change the setup here if they want. But there is also the data logging tool. It costs just some €100, and you can pull all the data collected from the motorcycle on your USB stick and analyze the data on the computer. And it's really amazing how deep in detail you can go, and how easy on the other side. Also, as a dummy user, you can work with your bike, you can improve your riding style. Just some minutes before, I was sitting there with the BMW engineer, and he showed me how I was using the rev potential, how I was using the gears, and yeah, to be honest, I was using it perfect in third, fourth, and fifth gear. Everything was fine, but in second gear I was too weak. I didn't use the whole potential, to be honest, because the bike was too strong for me, and I was shifting too early because it was just amazing. And so you can work here also to find the perfect transmission setting. You can work and see together with your friends where you have not perfect traction, where are you braking, where are your friends braking. You can work together with your instructor on the screen and find potential in each corner, and it makes just a lot of fun to get really deep in touch with your bike, because this bike just some years ago with this electronic, with this powertrain, it was Superbike World Championship standard, and now you can use all these features in a really easy to use serial bike standard, and that's just amazing. Yeah, and everything new here, also at this exhaust system, as you can see from the back, it's really narrow, it's really compact, and it's 3 kilograms lighter than the previous version. I talked to the engineers, and they told me, okay, here you have the center of gravity of this exhaust system is a little bit more away from the center of gravity here, but the advantage of the 3 kilograms lighter is much more important, and so this complete package gives the bike more agility in combination, of course, with the new geometry. If you see from this direction, if you look from this direction, it's maybe a little bit huge, but from the back, it's just sexy. What's just incredible for me, because I really love techniques, is this electronic package. And these sensors and these electronics and also the software. There is just a really fast development, and these tools are getting cheaper and cheaper, and now it is possible to put these tools into a standard model. Some years ago this was also available, but just for some €100,000. And now this is also available here in the standard bike. That's really a big step forward. And for me, I love it. If you do not love this electronic stuff, in fact, you have to put it in your bike, because it would really be hard to sell the bike again if you do not take the complete electronic package in it. Maybe for race drivers that are quite fast, the bike is at the moment better without the DDC, because if you go really fast, it's just demanding to work in detail with the DDC. You need a lot of time in the pit lane, you need a lot of time on the computer to work perfect with it. For the hobby driver, it's amazing how perfect it works already. I talked to test drivers, and they told me with the TDC package here in this new RR, they are 2 seconds faster compared to the HP4 model. And so for hobby drivers like me, this TDC is interesting because it makes it so easy. All in all, BMW did really a great job. Now we have October 2014, and I must say that this is far away from all other competitors, also from the old S1000 RR. It's the best superbike on the market. Maybe in some months, we all know there is a new R1 from Yamaha on the way. I don't know now how good it is, but at the moment we have here a complete product. We have October, the race drivers and the hobby drivers can buy now. They can work with it, they can make first laps, and at the beginning of the season in March they already have a perfect bike in the pit lane, and that's a big advantage here with this bike, because it's available.